Okay, get recording. So, yay! I just want to thank. I'm so happy. Look at all y'all. Um, I'm so happy that y'all joined me on this call. I have just been kind of playing around on different pages and really taking lots of different nuggets from different leaders that I've heard that have some amazing growing teams. And so I thought, okay, what a better call than to take little pieces from lots of great leaders and put it all together. So that's what you're getting tonight. I'm super excited about it. I hope it flows as well out of my mouth as it is in my head. I do have lots of notes that I have and that I want to cover. So I am just going to jump in there because we're at 8:33. And so I'm just going to tackle it and get ready. And I am so excited about this month. And the main reason I'm excited about this month is because of the incredible month that we had last month, because I'm telling you, y'all did an amazing job with your businesses last month. If you're brand new this month, and hopefully there's some brand new people on this call, then you don't know what I'm talking about yet, but I feel like you will by the end of this call. And I'm excited because I think Plexus as a corporate office has really taken what happened last month and is really holding on to the momentum that we have going on and are benefiting and going to bless us by compensating our hard work that they're seeing us do. And so hey, silver, the goal is to go silver every month, but this month we get compensated for it and for our people going silver. So that's super exciting. So I just want to thank you guys for hopping on here because I know it's summertime. I know it's Tuesday night and you probably have lots of things that you could be doing, but this is showing me that you do have some desire and you're serious about growing your business. And so thank you for taking that time. I do have several nuggets that I want to share with you, and the majority of this call is going to be on going silver, but some of this call is going to be on beyond because some of you are silver, and so I want to address everybody, obviously. So I want this call to help you go silver, help you get your team members to go silver, and then past that, as I know most of you want to, or you wouldn't be here. So I don't know if many of you have ever read the book, and if you are indeed serious about your business, this would be an incredible book to read. I'm trying not to hide her name. Sarah Robbins, Rock Your Network Marketing Business. Incredible book. But right now, I'm going to give you one little story that she shares in there that I think will really help impact your thought process as you're going for silver. So what she mainly is talking about is she's teaching us what it means to prospect. So in Plexus, basically we are prospecting all the time because what are we doing? We're sharing our products and or the business with hopefully everybody that we come to contact with. And so whether that, be on Facebook, Instagram, any kind of social media, or whether it be face-to-face or via message, chat, text, call, whatever it is. Summer parties, you get the idea. But so we're just prospecting. Really, I'm going to a cheer competition tomorrow to watch my daughter at cheer camp. So I've got my Plexus shirt ready. I'm ready to go prospect. And so that's what we're doing all the time. And so she is talking about prospecting. She says it's like digging for gold. And some of you have heard this before, but it's like digging for gold in your backyard. If someone told you that there were 3 gold nuggets in your backyard, would you get out there and start digging right away? Of course, wouldn't we all? And so she's basically saying that You know, maybe on that first day you get out there and you're digging for gold because you know that there are 3 golden nuggets out there, and you know that gold's going to be worth a lot. So you're digging and you're hot and you're sweaty, especially on a day like today. You're hot and you're sweaty and you're digging as fast as you can, and really focused and digging quickly. And so your goal for that day is to find at least one of the gold nuggets. So maybe you don't find anything that day. Are you going to go back out the second day? You betcha. I'm going to go back out there the second day and try to find at least one of those gold nuggets. And so I think, you know, what if maybe you don't find it on the second day? What if you don't find it on the third day, and maybe even on the third week, you're still digging? Maybe you're not going out there all day long, but you're still going out there every single day to try to find some little semblance of that golden nugget. So what if after 1 month you find one gold nugget? That would be awesome, right? So you found one gold nugget. Are you going to quit and give up and say, okay, found one at least, that's awesome, I'm done, ready, set, go? No way, because I know there's still 2 more gold nuggets out there. So no matter how long it took you, you're going to still be searching for number 2 and number 3 of those golden nuggets. But I bet, and she didn't mention this, but I just got to thinking, you know, at some point you're going to, in your backyard, be a little protective on them and saying, okay, I don't want anybody in, these are my gold nuggets. I don't want anybody else to get a piece of my gold nuggets because these are mine, and I'm, you know, finding a little, you know, protection of, I don't want you to get them because you get what I'm saying. So now I want you to relate this to your Plexus business because it's very similar. The beautiful thing about network marketing is that you need just a few gold nuggets or people, and your life can be changed forever. Now, it may take you 3 days to find one person. It may take you 4 months because someone's slow and wants to really look and think and research and all that good stuff, and that's good. It might take you a year, but if you know that that's going to be a gold nugget in there somewhere, aren't you going to be still searching? So the author of the book also talks about that she went to an event with top income earners from many different network marketing businesses, and she found out something interesting. What she discovered was that most of the top earners had been with the company for a minimum of 5 years. Most of them were anywhere from 5 to 25 years, but the minimum was 5 years, and these were the top earners. So obviously it's not taking overnight or even a year or things like that. Now, we're in a business where, you know, a lot of our top earners clearly have done it in much less than 5 years. But I think we need to take Celeste out of the equation and say, okay, in reality, you know, what is a realistic goal for? And if I have to wait 5 years to reach that diamond, think about the alternative of what that could be. And so she's just talking about it's not going to take overnight. It's not going to be overnight when that happens. It's about longevity, perseverance, and pursuing everything throughout those difficult times. The only way to fail at this business, can y'all think about what that would be? There's only one way to fail at this business. And I'm seeing some head nods, and so I feel like you know, is to quit. That's the only way that you can fail at this business. So tonight we're basically going to talk about silver and what does that mean and how am I going to get there? Basically, silver, for the very basic definition of silver, is it's the first promotion in our company. It's super exciting when you get to that first promotion. You think, okay, this is it. I've hit the first promotion and I'm there. Now it's just getting to the next one. It takes you sponsoring 3 level 1s to your team. So basically you're going to grab, and I'm going to make it sound easy. I mean, it truly is. I don't want, any of us, because I think the longer that I've been with Plexus in the 4 years, I think I try to make it harder and harder than it really is. But it's finding 3 friends, whether it be friends, family members, your mom, your neighbor that you're really good friends with, that you can say, okay, you have some, pull over and say, hey, I'm doing this and I want you to do it with me. Come on, let's go sign up. And that you have some influence over it and that you can get to do this with you. And so you're finding 3 people that you personally sponsor to do this business with you. And once you have those 3 people, then you are at the silver rank. There are going to be 3 different types of ambassadors that you're going to get on your team. And once you have a team that's growing, you're going to have plenty of all of these. The first type that you're going to get is a wholesale buyer. They're going to say, I absolutely 100% do not want to work the business. I'm only getting the products for a cheaper price. So they're the wholesale buyer. The second type is going to be the busy bee. They are super busy. They have 4 jobs. They are very busy with kids and, all the stuff that happens with life. But they want to play around with the business and see where it takes them. Just going to test the waters and see, will this be something that'll take off for me or not? So they're the busy bee. And then the third one is going to be the all-inners. They are going to jump in with both feet, take off running, and their goal really is to be diamond and beyond, and they really want to make a supplemental income with that. So I would encourage you with any of those different types of ambassadors to get each of them to silver, because it's a fairly simple, fairly realistic goal for each of us as ambassadors. You're grabbing 3 people. Now, sometimes, y'all, it took me a good 3 months to turn silver. Now, I didn't know what I was doing from Adam. I, had no clue. I kind of was dragging my feet. It took me a while to post. So I could have jumped in a lot more aggressively had I, had some wits about me, I guess. But it's a fairly realistic goal for everybody to get 3 people. And at that point, they're getting their products basically paid for. And so all of those types of ambassadors should go silver. So I think that would be a great time to introduce a launch party, just, giving them, showing them the ways that they can make money and to get their products paid for. Okay, so the first people that you're going to reach out to when you're trying to go silver, I know we have brand new people on here, and so when you're trying to go silver, the first people that you're going to reach out to are your closest inner circle. So you're going to reach out to your mom, your sisters, your best friends, your neighbor, like I said, that you do all kinds of things with, things like that you have great influence with. And you're going to start with presenting them the products and the opportunity. So you're going to, a lot of people are hesitant on, I don't really want to share yet because I don't have a story yet. I don't have a testimony. And people don't care if you have a testimony. They want to know, they don't care if it works for you. They want to know, is it going to work for me? We're all selfless by nature. And I don't care if you have a story. Am I going to have a story? Is this going to work for me? And so the faster you shared, and I did, I shared, well before I had a story. And I'm so glad that I did, because while I was getting my testimony and while I was getting my story, I wish I could tell y'all the amount of people that were building stories and had testimonies even before mine, that I think back to, and I think, had I waited, those people would not have had the stories that I had. And so sweet, sweet stories, and just, really, truly, and it built my belief for Plexus while I was growing and learning. And so I would not wait to start sharing. Share the stories that sold Plexus on you. So share the stories that someone shared with you and say, here's what it's doing for them. this is what I think it could do for you. And so present them with the stories that got you excited, and hopefully it will them as well. And then tell them you're at the beginning of your journey and you would love for them to jump in with you. And so I think that's a great way. And your friends and your family, they'll do that with you. And so I think that's how my mom was first. My second was my one of my sisters, and then my third was another sister months later. So okay, and then once you have gotten your inner circle, then make a list of dream team. So what qualifies someone to be on your dream list? What qualifies someone to be a dream teamer? I wouldn't overqualify. I wouldn't say, no, they're not interested, or no, they wouldn't be interested, they're healthy. No, so don't put stipulations on them. Just think of names. So you're going to think of people that have a lot of friends, that have a lot of influence, people that other people trust, they're driven, they're smart. I mean, don't always go for the smart ones, because sometimes we all have our gifts, right? They are positive people. Are you thinking of people? Do you have anybody in your head right now that you're like, hey, that fits them? If you do, write their name down. If you don't think they're going to be interested, y'all, I'm telling you, I don't know how many people that I've reached out to that I thought, this is a long shot, this is a shot in the dark, but I'm going to go ahead and do this. And they've totally been like, oh my gosh, I was looking at it, or I've been following you for so many years. And I thought, there's no way they're interested. So don't, put the whole like, there's no way they'll be interested, just ask, because you never know. And remember that gold that's in your backyard that you're protecting because you don't want anybody else to get a hold of it. There are people out there. I mean, I think about all of us on there, and we're prospecting all the time. We are reaching out to people all the time. People are reaching out to people, and they're going to reach out to your potentials if you don't get to them first. And so just remember that people are reaching out to people, and it has happened to me where someone said, oh, I just joined, or whatever, I'm already taking the products and I love them, and I'm like, yay, you're taking the products, but I wish that you were getting them from me. So don't let that happen. Reach out to your friends and your family right away. So how do you reach out to people? Start with your inner circle first. Obviously, we're going to start with them first. Practice on them, because I promise you that once you talk to them, it's going to make it so much easier, because you'll get better and better at it as you do that. But all you have to do is say, hey, Susie, I started Plexus. Have you heard of it? And then they're going to say yes or no. And you're just going to say, I'm loving it so far. This is what I'm having great energy. I, have started the business, and I've meeting some great people. And, just whatever. Just the thing that I would say most than anything else is to be real, because if you're, fake, or if you're, making things up, they're going to see right through that. And so be real with them. Tell them stories, or if you don't have your story, if you're not feeling anything yet, then say, here's what I know it's doing for them. I think the products would be great for you, or I think they'd be great for your mom because she deals with this, or things like that. So all you're doing is you're just sharing and communicating with your best friend and telling them that, what the products are going to do for them. Just be sincere along the way. So your inner circle is going to be easier to talk to, obviously, but let's say that you're talking to someone on your dream list. What you're going to do is you're going to say, and I've done this, and it's scary, but whenever you get that response, you're like, okay, cool, that was super easy. You're going to say, hey, Mary, I hope you're doing well. You've been on my mind. I've been thinking about you a ton lately. I wanted to reach out to you. There's been an opportunity that's come across my desk, and I am loving it. These products are incredible, and I think you would benefit greatly. I think you would kill at this business. And I would flatter them and say, the reason why I think you would kill at this business because of your, influence you have over people. People trust you, or things like that. Just give them some positives about them of why you think that they would do great. And I also would give them a few tidbits about the business. Number one, it's only $34.95 to join. no inventory, it's all computer based, no monthly fees, not responsible for deliveries, things like that, that are those like shut that down right away. These are all things that they may be fearful of. Maybe they've done a network marketing company before and they're like, no, I don't want a garage filled with products. And you're very easy to, I mean, if you go ahead and say that in the beginning, then it'll ease that fear and take that away from them. So let's go back to those top earners that were at that event that this author was talking about. So she said that basically these people had personally sponsored 50 to 150 people. So I would say that in my mind, I know that the success is going to lie there. I was listening to a Melissa Eichenhorst video, and she is a super successful trainer and diamond ambassador with Plexus. And she was talking about how she had sponsored, she showed one of her Sapphire ambassadors was her 20th, I think, ambassador. Then she said that another one was at 38, and I'm going to get these numbers wrong. I'm just giving examples. But then her husband was number 40, and then someone under her husband was number 76. So she said, even take the number 20 and the 38 away, even if she started with her husband being at number 40 and 76 ambassador, that she still would be emerald. So it took her, it could have taken her all the way to that number 76 of having an ambassador before she went emerald. But what if she had given up before that number 76? So the law of average says that if you bring 100 people into your business, you're going to have some awesome power partners and some amazing growth. So here's an analogy. I have a penny right here. So if we were betting $100, if we said, okay, I'm going to flip this coin and you're going to give me $100 if it lands on heads. So if I flip it one time, you're going to give me $100. Well, are you going to do that? Probably not, because it's a 50-50 chance. That's a big bet. What if I say, okay, I'm going to flip it 20 times and you get $100. It just has to land on head once. Would you do it? Maybe it's getting a little better. You might possibly do it because the odds are getting better. But what if I say I'm going to flip this 100 times, and if it lands on heads one time, you're getting $100? You're probably going to say, heck yes, and would you up the ante to $1,000 because I'm going for it? Because the law of average says that if I flip it 100 times, it's going to land on there at least one time. So if I'm flipping pennies or talking to that many people, I hope you're getting what I'm saying, that you are talking to that many people, eventually you're going to get some pretty incredible people on your team. And I'm looking at some of them right now, and I'm not at 100 yet. So I'm not close to giving up. But the law of average says that you're going to get at least one amazing ambassador if you're talking. So, but it's taken talking to more people. So they say that for every one ambassador, you need to ask 10 people about Plexus. So you're messaging 10 people, and you're hoping to get at least one. And then the more you begin working your business deeper, the more you're going to need to talk to. And so, but once you hit that silver mark, once you have your 3 people, whether it's your inner circle or whether you've hit your dream team, once you have those 3 ambassadors, don't quit. Do it all over again. Each month, do it over and over, because then you can see where you're starting to turn emerald, sapphire, and gold. And they're talking about, and I'm going to post this on our for sure on our Silver Star page, but talking about the power of three and the benefit of, you can see that once you add, three people, and then they add three people, and then your team just grows from there. And so, but along with this, be sure you're posting every day. My big tip would be posting every single day on social media, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, all the above. People are going to be watching you, whether you're getting a ton of likes or comments or whatever. People are watching to see that you're interested. And if you kind of post once and then maybe a few weeks later you're posting again, a few weeks later you're posting again, and then a month later you may post something, they're going to say, I don't know how interested they are. I don't know how involved they are. So I'm going to go with someone that's really involved and really aggressive with the business because I want to work with someone like that. So just be sure that you're being consistent with posting on social media and reaching out to people. And so for those of you that are brand new, I would say get with your upline and have a launch party. And because I know we've done so many of those, and those are super successful, gets a lot of potentials in right away. And so those will be great to do. So if you'll get a launch party going, message people, have your upline help you. Okay, what are some good messages? And I gave you a few examples right there. Just keep it simple. Keep it basic, keep it simple, tell them what you're doing, and invite them to join you. For those of you that have done Plexus for a while, what I'm doing is I'm going through my level 1 ambassadors, even my wholesale, well, especially my wholesale ambassadors, and I'm reaching out to them and saying, hey, this month Plexus has an amazing deal out there, and I know you've been with me for 4 years, but do you want to, or let's get you to silver, because that can get you $150, $200, pay for your products for 1 month, and then, maybe from then on. So I'm going to reach out to all of my level 1s for sure and just try to get them to silver as well. But anyway, it's going to get money in their pockets, and it's going to get a lot of their friends healthy as well. And so it is 9 o'clock. I wanted to remind you guys of, and I'm sorry, I felt like I just talked the whole time. I wanted to do questions if anybody had a question, but I do want to remind you all of the Zoom call tomorrow at noon Central Standard Time that Matthew, Aaron, and John Perini are doing. I think it will be great. They are great trainers, and it looks like it's going to be fun and exciting. And so put that on your alarm clock. I've got my alarm set for tomorrow, and be sure and hop on that. But does anybody have questions, thoughts, anything like that? If you want to unmute yourself or put it on the chat. I do believe that they did say it's going to be recorded tomorrow, Erica. I think that I did see that, and so I'm sure it'll be posted on the Plexus and support, whatever that page is, and then I'll put it on our team page as well. So yeah, I'm excited about that. Any questions, thoughts? Who's working on silver, or who's almost there this month? We have lots of people working. I know y'all had an incredible month last month, and so exciting things going on, exciting things coming up. And who's working on Leaders Retreat? Real quick, show hands. Super exciting. Awesome, awesome. Okay, well, if y'all do not have any questions, if you do, holler. But y'all have a great night. Thanks for jumping on here with me. I hope I didn't talk too fast and too much, but y'all have any questions, holler. Y'all have a good night.
Thank you, Kathy.
Absolutely. Thank y'all for hopping on.